Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Colts and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. But tonight we've got a preseason matchup, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Charles Davis alongside me, and I'm Brandon Gaudin. And folks, the wait is over. Yes, it's just the preseason, but football is back in your living room.
And I'm excited. I know you are as well. The summer heat feels good on these old bones, especially because we're not putting on pads. We don't have to be out there in that heat running into other people. But I'm glad these guys are. Football.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
You almost feel privileged, partner, every time you get to see him run out in the field to start a game, because every game, every snap, you and I both know he has the potential to do something special, and that inspires his teammates as well. They know how incredible he is. They want to give max effort as well.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Now Purdy. That's Samuel, caught left side. And Deebo going to have a Niners first down as he'll take this down to the 44-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Gets past one man. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now second and 5. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short. Purdy now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Niners first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Oh, able to avoid him. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Back to throw, Purdy. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Jake Moody for the 49ers field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And fights through one man. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First and 10, Taylor now. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 47. Richardson looking to throw this. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the Niners' 43-yard line.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Second and a couple.
49ers, 29-yard line.
Off play action, Richardson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 18. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Quick throw completed by Richardson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. Here's a 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 13 yards out, and the Colts have taken the lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Now the try here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Douglas. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Now back to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 42. They'll set up a throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And maybe a little over-pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It was the linebacker, Shaquille Leonard, who applied the heat. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right, because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot, you just made my job a little tougher, because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower. Because he's got to get more distance, that means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Spencer. He finds his man, complete. That's Clark. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 3rd down and 13. Looking to throw. Spencer. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for
into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll make this a 6-point game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Colts set to take over here offensively.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Spencer.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 24 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Spencer. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw on 3rd down, Spencer. And this is going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Rodgers on the return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Douglas. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. His throw is going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They complete it to Hill. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Back to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And the Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on third down, Spencer.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day.
Okay,
in our
Coach,
game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon God.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
2nd and 10.
Off play action. Spencer. Incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
On third down, Spencer. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Shaquille Leonard able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Spencer.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And into the end zone. Pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the 2nd half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Looking to throw on second down. Spencer. He finds his man, complete. It's Black. Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop. From the 46, here's 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Spencer. He finds his man, complete. It's Murray. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. A throw over the middle, taken in. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Off the play fake. Spencer. And this one too low.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions, that confident veneer that you have. It's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gunshot throwing it away.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Colts are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And the 49ers settling in for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And as as they come to the line. They will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he is going to have the 49ers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
47 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
He's going to try and do this himself.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Back to throw here.
That caught by Trimble.
And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Tyreek Hill, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and
now the Niners get there and bring him down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. 3rd and long. You knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, He really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that drop.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Calvin Austin from 3 yards out. And the Niners are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter.
He finds his man, complete. That's Clark. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw on 2nd down. Spencer. And quick throw here, that's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing it.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked up by Diamador Manor.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for us.